We are losing some heavy hitters this month from the PS Plus Extra catalog. The Outer Wilds is leaving, and the often confused The Outer Worlds is replacing it. We got the heavily bloated Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming in, while creative games like Tchia and Ghostwire Tokyo are on their way out. Civilization 6 is leaving too, surprisingly. I honestly thought it was added just 2 months ago. In this video, I'm going to be going over the good and the bad about the leaving soon section, as well as my personal recommendations of what games you should play and how long to spend on them. As PlayStation Plus Extra subscribers, we are all too familiar with the excitement of new game arrivals, but we also know and feel the disappointment when beloved titles leave the service. Nothing lasts forever on a subscription service. Tackling the backlog is a goal for every gamer, and there's nothing worse than putting a time limit on it. But that could be a good thing, right? There's nothing better to motivate you than FOMO, right? Usually, I see it as a good thing. I've played a lot of amazing games over the past year only because they were leaving soon. Although the vast game catalog is what attracted us to get PS Plus Extra in the first place, we get analysis paralysis. Too many choices, and what do we all do? Just play the same few games that we've always played. I'll get to that other game later. The Leaving Soon page has been the only part of the service that has forced me to try new games. Luckily for me, the past few months, I've been really fortunate with the selections. Everything that was leaving that I wanted to play, I had already beaten. Usually it's only one really good long game and a bunch of short indies. The indie titles can usually be beat in a week, and you got 4 weeks. So if you focus all your attention on those, you could probably get them done. I finally got to try Devil May Cry 5 a month ago and took my time with it, only because of the Leaving Soon section. The games that just left last month, I was able to beat long ago. So I'm sad to see Hugh, Tacoma, and Thomas Was Alone go, but thanks for the good time. Nothing huge on last month's farewell games. Resident Evil 7, yes, but it was on the PlayStation collection, so a lot of us grabbed it for free when we had the opportunity. Which brings us to this month. So many great games and too many great games at once. So if you haven't played any of them, you're gonna have a really busy month. Ghostwire Tokyo. I had started this game about half a year ago, but I couldn't really get into it. Why should you play it? Amazing graphics of Tokyo? Check. Paranormal story? Check. And cool hand movements? Check. You will feel like an anime character in this game. So try it for an hour, and if it doesn't click, move on. But you just gotta try it. Now, lucky for me, I had heard some rumblings on Reddit about a month ago that it was gonna be leaving soon. So I was able to beat it a few weeks ago, just in case it was leaving this month. So I'm so glad I did that. It's a bit of a grind and a collection fest if you go completionist. But play it, download it just for the graphics and the story. It does suffer from open world problems, like way too many things to do and collect. But if you stick to the main story, the game shouldn't take that long. It's technically only 11 hours. You can smash that in a week, right? But you're asking, what about the side missions and all the bonus content? I don't want to miss out. Well, that's true. There's a few memorable side missions here and there, and here's what I recommend. Play the school mission. Basically, it's a mission where there's a haunting at a school, and this side mission is better than the entire game. You can play the main game and come back to just play the side mission after, or you can play it when it becomes available before you beat the game. It doesn't really matter. Just try it. It has to be experienced. I'm tempted to make a whole video full of spoilers talking about how great this one mission was. So there you go. One game down in 1 week. Let's move on. Tchia, another short game, but also an open world game. Is that a paradox? This was a day one title and a huge deal for PS Plus. We don't get too many of those. We don't get too many day one titles. Why should you play it? You get to be anything you want in the game. You can soul jump into animals, bikes, rocks, coconuts, any inanimate object you can go into and control it. It's worth playing it just for that function alone. I also started this channel with Tchia videos because it was brand new and no one else was talking about it. So it has a special place in my heart. The story is decent, the atmosphere and culture steals the show. The songs will be in your head for a while, and it's great to play with your kids or partner. But if you are going for the plat, even though it's quite an easy plat, it is a bit of a collectathon. So play it just for the story, and there you go. 2 games in 2 weeks, with an average of less than 10 hours a week of gaming. Outer Wilds. This really should be the first one on the list, but I was holding off until I reached 500 subscribers. I got so close, and they took it from under my nose. This was one of the games that convinced me to get extra. That's how long I've been wanting to play this game. It's been on my list for so long, but I just kept putting it off. I'm like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually. The less you know about this game, the better. It is to some people one of the best gaming experiences on the PS4. I have no idea what to expect, and I'm so excited to finally start this journey. I'm going to keep it short because I haven't played it yet, and also, even if I had, it's tradition to not say anything about what happens in the game. Everyone's biggest comment about this game is, I wish I could experience it for the first time again. That's how good it is. So if you were going to play one game from this entire list, put this to number 1 and get started right away. It's twice as long as the other games too, so might need to start soon. The last game I want to talk about was Civilization 6. Now, I hadn't played the Civilization game since Civ 2 maybe, Civ 3, but I do know they suck up your time and are a blast to get lost in. I'm very surprised this got taken out so fast because of how much of a time sink it is. I wonder if anyone even played it while it was on the service. It's one of the highest rated games too. Anyways, there's other games leaving and coming, but I just wanted to focus on the ones that I care about the most. I'm going to spend all my time on the Outer Wilds finally, so as sad as I am to watch it go, I'm happy I'm finally being forced to jump into it. And just from what I hear about it, I feel like I might have to go for the platinum. So it will be my number 1 priority for the whole next month. I really wish I would have streamed it, but maybe I'll just capture my reaction to make a compilation video instead. I hope you play it too this month, because if I post it, I don't want to post spoilers. I want us to all be on the same page. So play those 3 games in the next month, put them on the top of your list, put everything else on hold, because we are losing a lot of great games. That's it for the video. So until next time, be a friend and I'll see you again.